So like,
We were supposed to be back a long time ago, guys.
no, really.
Yeah.
Hmm.
hmm
What is this?
But
What is this now? Like 4.5 months?
yeah, when did we stop? December.
December.
Yeah.
We're
We
in
were.
April.
Yeah, we was actually gonna be back earlier, but like the schedules
The
weren't.
schedule wasn't scheduling.
No, it wasn't scheduling. So we were like, you know what? When our schedules are a bit more clear,
Hmm.
we can then find the time to record and bring more content. But yeah,
Exactly.
I'm happy to be back to talk the things
Word.
because we be talking a lot of things, and sometimes we be going off topic, and we're like, okay, bring it back.
No, really, it's just like a guarantee. Every time we record, I'm like, we're gonna talk so much shit
Yeah,
on top of what we wanted to talk about.
yeah.
It's just chunks of editing out.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I edited, I think I edited like a whole 10-minute part where
Wow. No, we really be talking.
we
We
were talking
really.
about nonsense. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh my god. But I
But
think
anyway,
yeah, I think that's fun because we just make it like not too serious
mm,
or anything because we
hmm,
don't like serious over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
we like wildly unserious actually. Actually, when we think about it,
So we're gonna be talking about our faves. What was actually going on while we were
on a breaky
gone
break.
on a break? I'm like gone
Hmm.
like we were never coming back, but we're
I know.
here. We're here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, a lot has happened. I mean, I've been following Spice and Coco
Hmm.
Jones.
Hmm.
Um, I was talking about. I think I was talking about it with you with
Yeah.
Spice and her
Yeah.
health issue. Spice had a very scary health issue for those of you who don't know, but I think many know now because it was like
Yeah.
all over the internet.
It was.
That she had complications when she went to the Dominican Republic. And she basically talked about it on her Instagram live. She has a whole video explaining what happened.
Hmm.
She did not have a heart attack and she did not went into a coma, but she suffered from complications. Um, because a lot of things was going on. Guys, you would just have to
Yeah.
like go to her Instagram at Spice Official, and I think you scroll like down, like not too much down, but down,
Yeah.
and then you'll see the video where she's explaining everything. She's even showing like photos
Yeah.
of how everything looked and what happened. So just like for a more accurate story or for more accurate information, just go to Spice Official on Instagram and you'll see everything. But that was really scary
Mm.
because when everything came out on the internet, when they were like Spices in the Dominican Republic, she's suffering from complications, she's in a coma, she had a heart attack, whatever, whatever. Bitch, I was shocked. I was
Yeah.
just shocked and scared because I'm like, no, not Spice. I can't believe this. Not
Yeah.
Spice.
And also, like, there was no way to know what the truth actually was because her
Right.
team was being quiet about it, which,
Mm-hmm.
like, they have every right to do that. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to go through health complications like that, especially as a public figure.
Right.
Um, but it made it so much more like scary because I
Mm-hmm.
remember we were exchanging messages like, what,
Mm-hmm.
because we were so shocked, and we were also like, I this person saying this person saying that, and like these things that are supposed to be like news outlets for celebrity news were all giving conflicting information. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
at this point, everybody just shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's wait for Spice and her team to
Too.
specify or to confirm whether she is well or not.
She was struggling. It was a lot. She had
Yeah.
surgeries upon surgeries upon surgeries to try to get everything fixed, basically to
Hmm.
save her life.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm just glad that she's okay now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what has been going on with Spice, her health issue. But I'm happy that she's healing because I don't know if she's fully healed now, but I'm happy that she's healing. And yeah, you guys just have to like follow her on Instagram. Like you don't
Yeah.
literally
Check
have
out
to like follow
what
follow
she's
her.
been
Like
up
just
to.
go, yeah, just go check out what she's been up to. Yeah, and I've been looking at Coco.
Coco Jones.
Coco has been on a press tour
Hmm.
because she's all over the internet. She's all over YouTube. She's all on the blogs. Like I'm seeing that a lot of traction is like picking up with Coco. Like people who like were never like into like her music like are now like posting her music, posting her pictures. I'm like, okay, like I'm really happy for her because like I know Coco from Disney. I know Coco
Mm-hmm.
from Let It Shine
Yeah.
movie when she was playing Roxy.
Yeah.
Like I knew Coco before she was even on Let It Shine because Coco was on Disney's I can't remember what it is. But you know like when they like find upcoming young artists and they like
Yeah.
put them on the radio.
Yeah.
What it was Disney Radio or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
I think it
Coco
was Disney Radio.
right. Because they had the next big thing. Remember?
Mm-hmm,
Disney
mm-hmm,
had the
mm-hmm,
next big I'm
mm-hmm.
not sure if she was on the next big thing. I don't remember in detail. But she started off with Disney like on a radio stuff for the little artists to watch or come up artists or whatever. And then she started getting like little gigs here and there. And the gig that I could remember that she got that made her stood out to me was I think it was Sunny with a Chance. She was on Sunny with a Chance, and
I fucking love that show.
every I love it too. Every episode, you know, at the end they would have like someone perform or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was one of the girls that performed. And since then, like I fell in love with
Mm-hmm.
Coco just by that one performance, and I never saw her again
Yeah.
until I discovered like her YouTube channel where she was doing covers and stuff like that. But I knew Coco. I mean, okay, I saw her again after on Let It Shine, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um that was it. Like I didn't see her nowhere else after. So like I literally know her like when she was just starting,
Yeah.
and I literally like fell in love with like her voice and like her personality because she was like so bubbly, like the same way that she is now. Um, and I was like, oh man, a pity. Like I don't see her anymore because like she's so good.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that she's getting her shine now. Like
Yeah. She's getting her flowers.
period. Yeah, so that's what's been going on with Coco, and Bel Air is also back.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I watched the entire episode of season one.
I
Entire
haven't
episode of
seen
season one. That don't make
in
any
all the
sense.
episodes of
I
season
watched
one.
all the episodes of season one. Like what?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it at all yet. I watched the trailer when it first
Mm,
dropped, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need to watch this," because
mm,
I regularly watch Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and
mm.
I like the darker spin off concept. So I was like, I should watch this, and then I just didn't. I just
Girl.
didn't. I don't know what happened, but I need to get into it because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
everybody was talking about it. Everybody said it was so good. So
It's good. Yeah, I watched the entire um I watched the entire of season one. I haven't gotten into season two as yet because I've been
hmm
so
hmm
busy doing things.
hmm
So I need to get back into Bel Air. But yeah, no, Coco doing the things. Like, yeah. What your
doing a
people been
lot,
up to?
everything.
She said everything.
Because first of all, she said because first of all, I am now following 7 individuals on their
Mm-hmm.
little individual things
Mm-hmm.
instead of just a group of
A
seven
group.
individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they've literally been doing everything. Like it's crazy. At this point, 2 of them are now doing their military service.
Okay.
So, like, so many albums, so many things,
Girl.
so many singles, so many magazine covers, so many appearances here, there, everywhere. she said, she said she's overwhelmed, she's
Yeah.
stressed. Sometimes she's scared of sleeping.
Girl.
Because when I wake up, there's like 50,000 new things. I'm like, when did we get here? Please
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it's a lot of fun, and I understand why it's so many things happening at the same time. They're trying to
Mm-hmm.
finish their shit,
Mm-hmm.
go do their military service,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can come back and continue their shit.
Continue.
At this
Exactly.
point, they're just fed up. Yeah. So when they dropped Map of the Soul 7, which was a huge deal in their career because it marked the 7 year anniversary of their debut as BTS, and it told all of their stories as well in this really beautiful concept album.
Mm-hmm.
But then the pandemic happened. They had to cancel their world tour, and they were going to hit every continent this time.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal. They put in a lot of effort into all of this shit. And then after the tour, they were all going to go do their military service.
Mm-hmm.
But again, because of the pandemic, they postponed it because
Mm-hmm.
that's first and foremost what they do as musicians is
Mm-hmm.
that they give people a place,
Yeah.
like a place to go. And they were like, we can't leave now when
Mm-hmm.
people need
Need
the
us
shit the
the
most. They
most.
need they
Exactly.
need hope. They need something. They
Mm-hmm.
need something to bring them joy. So they stayed and they stayed and they stayed. And then they did their last concert at the end of last year, I think in October. Yeah,
Mm.
in October, and then they were like, "Okay, cool, we're gonna start going to the military now."
Yeah.
So brace yourselves. And as a lead up to all of us going, we're all gonna release stuff.
Where did you find time to listen to all of this music? How can you keep up? Because
Friend, I have time to listen to music all the time.
like
I just stick on headphones and I go. You know, I just go about my day listening to music.
girl.
Yeah, and like if it's music that I'm excited to hear because I value the people who make it,
Mm.
or just because I value the artistry of the people who make it, I will always find time. Even
Mm-hmm.
if I have to wait a few hours the same day that it was released, even if I can only do it in the middle of the night or
Yeah.
at dawn in the morning,
She's like,
I
Dawn.
yeah, I will do it. I will listen to it because I want to. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah,
also
yeah,
just
yeah.
really enjoy listening to music. So I venture
Mm-hmm.
into people's albums all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I listen to music pretty consistently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every day. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just listening to a whole album before I hopped on the podcast.
Girl.
So
Which album you
um
was listening to?
I, which actually is a great segue into the next BTS member. I was listening to August D's D2. August D,
Mm,
also known as Sugar from BTS. I was listening to his previous album because tomorrow
mm,
he releases the last album uh,
girl.
in a trilogy of albums under his moniker August D. So he releases that tomorrow,
Okay.
which is the 21st of April. We're recording this on the 20th.
Mm.
um, which is why I keep saying tomorrow. It's not going to make sense next week when you hear this. But yeah, he releases that tomorrow with a documentary. There's just a lot, Beach. Like
Yeah,
there's a lot.
I can
I was like,
imagine. I can
they're doing
imagine.
much. They're doing
Mm-hmm.
much. Um, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Because like
Yeah,
every day, like I told you, sometimes I'm scared to go to sleep because I know that there's gonna be like 50 million
something
things when I
new.
wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So like every day I wake up and I'm like, oh,
That's how I feel when
okay.
Spice posts. That's how I feel when Spice posts on Instagram. Because like
Mm-hmm.
when she was like gone, when the whole thing happened, it was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
not that Instagram was boring, but it was like she's one of my favorite
You
artists.
feel
So
the
it's like
absence.
I feel the absence, and like every time she posted something or she comes up with a new song or a new music video, I get excited, you know? So like when she wasn't
Yeah,
on Instagram, I was like, ugh, Spice, like, but now that she's back and she's
I
like
feel like
posting,
yeah.
like it's so, I don't know, it's so exciting, and you feel like a burst of
Yes,
energy like when you see something new
bitch.
from them. Like
Yes,
just a
I'm gonna
simple
miss
photo.
J Hope on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna miss his
real.
ass on Instagram because he was so active on there
Do they have like one fan account, like a whole like one BTS account, or just individual?
on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Do they
So
have like one main account?
they have a BTS account that's run by their staff, where that is
Okay.
just like official posts, and then
Okay.
them individually they have their own
Mm. Oh,
accounts.
okay. Account. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that they use however the fuck they want. On
One. Okay.
Twitter, they have one account that they're all on, and they post on
Oh.
very rarely now, but it used to be their main platform. They used to post on there
Farm.
all the time, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, they've also got an app called Weavers, which is a Hive
Mm.
app. So they use that more often than they use Twitter now because,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they have full control of what's going on there and what they do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's where they have their live streams. That's
Same.
where
Okay.
a lot of stuff happens. That's where like the fan base gets most of its updates as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like if announcements come through, it comes through Weavers. And then that gets shared on Twitter.
I feel like Twitter is fun for celebrities because they can be themselves a bit more on it. Like they can just say like what's on their mind. Because I mean, Twitter is just to
Yeah.
say what's on your mind and just talk
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
So I like that. I remember when Rihanna just came out, like she was very like hot on
Rihanna's
Twitter and
listen,
Instagram.
the way she
But
would
Rihanna was
clap back at
savage.
people.
Is Rihanna's
Listen,
clapback? Listen, she was in
I
she
still think
Rihanna.
about them so often.
No, I feel like someone is managing her stuff, and she
Yeah,
comes on like once in a while. But I feel like
Mm,
now it's like being like fully managed by someone else, and she just comes in like now and then. Because before I felt like she managed it fully, because she would like go live, she would post like Instagram stories of herself,
yeah.
she would like just post random photos of her and her best friend. So
Mm.
yeah,
I think as a celebrity, the choice to not be so present on social media is one where they're just taking their well-being into consideration.
sure.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
because even just like as a regular average Joe, right? Social media sometimes is so exhausting. You literally have
Mm-hmm.
to curate everything that you want to see or do not want to see. You have to mute
Yeah.
words, you have to block accounts, you have to
Mm-hmm.
do A, B, C, D, E, F, G just to make sure that what you're seeing on social media isn't gonna hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I would imagine that as a celebrity, it's a lot harder to control that because of the sheer
Yeah.
amount of people that are coming at you from left, right, and
Mm-hmm.
center
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of crazy shit.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but then on the other side of that same coin, there's just like that your PR agents don't think that you should be on social media because you say unhinged things and do unhinged things,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
um, which we've seen with many, many people. Like Adele, for example, doesn't run her own social media because her PR
Yeah.
agents are like, you have no fucking filter.
Yeah.
So we're not like, they don't let her have the password. They let her during the pandemic and then they took it back away from her because they were like, no. So I'm like, there's those two instances where you're like, you just have to play a guessing game of like, which one is it? Are they protecting their peace? Which, like, yes, do that. Or do their
Mm-hmm.
PR agents just think that they are a danger to
Mm-hmm.
themselves on
Mm-hmm.
social media? The
Mm-hmm.
second one always makes me chuckle because I'm like,
Yeah.
geez, what unhinged things have you said in like your meetings with your PR agents that they were like, mm-mm.
Uh-uh. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, my
No, but
back
I think,
hurts.
I think, um, I think for Rihanna, I think as she grows, she's becoming a bit more. I don't know. I don't want to
Private.
say, yeah, more private. I don't know. She's like more
She's
calm,
a mother.
and but that's even I was just about to say that's even before she became a mother. She like started
Yeah, yeah.
to become more calm. I'm like, okay,
I think that's
this
just
will
part
be
of growing up, honestly.
yeah, and it's crazy because we
And like
watched her grow.
being, yeah, and like being in the same industry for a long time. I think you
Hmm.
just start learning to adapt and adjust. It is a lot of fun to have
Mm,
celebrities be like super active. Like, for example, Lil Nas X makes me laugh on Twitter.
mm,
His
mm,
tweets just send me. A lot of the time, I don't
mhm.
even follow him. They just show up because now Twitter has that whole For You page thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes I'm lingering on there. I hate the For You page because it makes me see things I don't want to see. But like, but on occasion, it's a good day, and the things that I see are fucking funny. And Lil Nas X is
Mm,
often there on the days when the shit I see is fucking funny. So
mm.
like, he's one of those people that I'm like, he's fun to have on social media.
Well, this was a more casual catch up kind of episode, don't you
Yeah,
think?
zero plan, just talking.
We were just talking, but I think it's fun like this because we get to be more of ourselves. The conversation is
Yeah,
more authentic, and I think the people are more engaged. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think some can relate to certain things at well. Hello, at well or as well. Hello. Anyway, some can relate to things as well, like when it comes to like being a fan, of
Yeah.
an artist and enjoying like what they do online or whatever. So yeah, guys, the weather is bad here. Like it's gray and it's annoying.
Can't relate. the sky,
No,
the
it's
sky is
gray.
blue, but I know that the air is crispy because somebody told me that the air is crispy. Somebody is my mom.
Mm.
She told me the air is crispy outside.
She's like somebody, but the somebody's my mom.
Yeah.
when you when you say somebody, I'm thinking like a whole different person, like a friend came and tell
Nah,
you something.
no, it's my
You're like
mom.
my mom.
First of all, I have no friends in Portugal. I just live here.
Girl, I cannot. Oh my god.
I
I
have
swear.
mad family. I have hella family here,
I
but like
swear.
no friends.
Oh my god, girl. No, but it be
Ah,
like that
anyway,
sometimes. Anyway.
yeah. So we're not gonna do our short. What's small? Bitch. What's the word? Small
What's
talk.
smart? Yeah, it says small. Um,
I was
yeah,
about to say short talk. I was like, what? But it's small talk. The small talk
yeah.
corner is not gonna happen this episode. Frankly, because we've
No.
over chatted. We
Yeah.
have not managed our time.
So, guys, if you're watching us on YouTube, which I think you are, like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be notified every time we post a
Mm-hmm.
new video. And follow us
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram at Don't Touch My Music Pod. And follow us on
Mm-hmm.
TikTok at Don't Touch My Music Pod. On Instagram, we post some informative stuff and some bloopers. And on TikTok, we mainly post like bloopers. So yeah.
So if you're listening on Spotify or you would like to, you can find us there with our podcast name. But make sure to rate the podcast and share it with your people. Um, Same thing for Apple Podcasts. We are there. You can listen to us there if you don't want to watch us on YouTube. Same name, same rules. Rate and share. Rate and share. And then on Anchor, honestly, I don't even know if Anchor is still a thing because every time I go to Anchor,
Yeah.
it like
Mm-mm.
it like sends me to
Right.
Spotify for podcasters or whatever the fuck. Um, but you can try. I'm pretty sure if you click the link in
Yeah.
our description, you'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna keep mentioning Anchor for control. But anyway,
We,
shambles and chaos.
yeah. I don't know. We don't know the outcome of this episode. We'll see once it's done editing. But this was a
Mm-hmm.
little fun catch up episode. You see, we need to go.
He said episode. Charlie
We need to
said we
go.
need to go. It's
We'll
getting
see you
serious.
next week, guys.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.